love the corner.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Eating some matzah over here. So, sorry for the crunch. Anyway, so since we didn't have a story this Motzei Shabbos because it was Yom Tov, doesn't mean we should miss out on the story. So, here's going to be a story about Pesach, and I find it to be a very, very beautiful story. So, many have heard of the Chayz of Lublin. Now, he had a grandfather. His grandfather's name was Rabbi Yaakov Kopel, from his mother's side. So Rabbi Yaakov Kopel, he used to make his living by selling vodka and beer.
Rabbi Yaakov Kopel?
Yeah.
Oh.
He used to make his livelihood by selling vodka and beer. He used to buy it from the local distillers, and he would sell it to nearby inns, and not only in his town, which was in Likova, I think that's how you pronounce it, but also in nearby towns, and that's how he would make his money. Now, every single year, obviously, he had to sell his chametz. That included his alcohol, right? Because alcohol mainly is made by out of chametz. And every year he would have a goy he would sell it to. And that year, all the goyim came together, and they knew that he had to sell his chametz. They said, you know what? If we all refuse to buy his chametz from him, he's not going to know. He's not going to have time to find somebody else. He's going to have to let go of his chametz, and we're going to be able to have vodka for days. Right? So they all decided together they're going to refuse to buy from him. So Rabbi Yaakov that year, he goes, and he goes to the person who always sold the chametz to, and the guy said, listen, this year I can't buy from you. So he was a little bit confused, so he goes to the next guy he thinks will buy from him. And he goes from door to door, and every single time he goes, every single place he goes, he gets rejected. And he realizes what the goyim decided to do this year. And he didn't have time to figure something else out. So without hesitating, he went to the shed behind his house where he kept all his vodka. He loaded them all into the wagon, and he drove it to the edge of the river. And he said out loud, so that people could hear, I'm making my stuff hefker. That's it. It doesn't belong to me anymore. Anyone can take it. That's what you got to do. And he went home, and this obviously was going to put him into great debt, because not only would he not be able to sell this vodka, but he had bought it on credit, which means he had to still pay people back for getting it. And now, how is he going to pay it back? But he didn't think about that. He was actually so happy that he was able to serve Hashem, to do this for God without knowing, how he's gonna provide. I mean, he totally placed his trust in Hashem, and he was actually very happy the whole Yom Tov that he was able to make this sacrifice. And after Pesach, he goes, he goes to, he needs to figure out what's going on. And he's walking by the river, and he sees that all the goyim are over there, and they're angry at him, and they're saying, "Tell me, you're supposed to get rid of your chametz. If you put all these dogs over there, watchdogs there, to guard them, then we can't take them. Then what's the point?" And Rabbi Yaakov didn't understand what's going on. He didn't put any dogs there. But after listening to these guys, he realized that by a miracle, Hashem had sent dogs. The entire Yom Tov, they surrounded the barrels. No one could touch them. Yeah. So, but then he saw, and he went by to see where he left them, and he saw that they're there, and nothing happened to them, and every last drop is there. But he thought to himself, if I take these barrels back, how do I know that I really, with a full heart, let them go? How do I know that I really served Hashem with a full heart? And so because of that, he decided that he took every single barrel, moved it all the way to the edge of the river where the spout was over the water, and he emptied every single last one of them until there was nothing left, and only then did he go home. Now, it's not such a happy ending, but it shows a really true way to serve Hashem. That this person didn't want to let go of the mitzvah. He would rather deal with debt and figure out how to restart his business rather than give up his connection to Hashem. So, may we be zeicha to do the same thing without losing any of our money. And everyone should have a good moed. We should, before the end of this Pesach, we should already be in Yerushalayim. Everybody should have a great day.